How do I think the world sees me? I feel that people probably see me as a very privileged individual, to somebody who has things to come easy, to be very fortunate. So in some sense, I feel that it is true. I feel very fortunate. I feel very blessed. I think life has been pretty good so far, but definitely I believe that everybody has their own challenges, their own struggles. And in a lot of ways, I think my parents have raised me such that a lot of things don't come that easy. They teach me the value of things, they teach me the value of money, they teach me the value of success. You know, so ever since young, they've put me into situations whereby I have to work for certain things. And if I like certain things, I have to really fight for them. So I feel that it's actually a good thing, you know, because when we know the value and understand the value of things, that's when we appreciate things. I also think the world sees me as somebody who is probably sometimes maybe carefree because you know, life is pretty easy, but at times I can be pretty high-strung on certain things and things that matter. So I feel that a lot of times I have to reflect and pull the handbrake, like, you know, okay, Cheryl, stop being so anal about certain things and just let it go. So yeah, I think that's how the world sees me. So how do I see myself? Okay, I think apart from the things I say, I think the world also sees me that I'm a very glamorous person, I have a glamorous life, you know, and so on and so forth. But I feel that actually I'm pretty much basic and simple inside me. I really don't think I need very, very much materially. And although I'm very fortunate to be spoiled and blessed with things that my parents have given me, or my husband has given me, or things that you know, my family has given me, I feel that I'm not spoiled in terms of my personality, because my parents have raised me in a very strict manner, and they, as I said, they raised me in a way that I value things. I value the value of things, you know. So how I see myself, actually, I'm actually a very simple person. I feel that I'm pretty simple, satisfied. To me, most importantly is my family, my career, and happiness. And I think that a lot of things in life, a lot of great things in life don't come at a very high cost. But they may take a lot of effort. For example, for family and for friends. It's not something that comes with a very high cost, but it's something that you have to invest a lot of your time, a lot of your heart, a lot of your sincerity into. To me, that's how I see myself as the things that I want, you know, and the things that are important to me. When I was younger, like primary school and secondary school, there are moments where I grew up very carefree, and then there comes a point whereby when I hit puberty and I was a bit more on the pudgy, plump side, and suddenly when I became more aware of myself and things, I actually saw myself in a very inferior and negative light. I felt, especially when there were certain schoolmates that called me fat, you know, I felt negative about myself, and then that chapter was gone. And then I went into acting, where there was moments where I felt good about myself, you know, because I enjoyed what I do. I enjoyed what I did. I was enjoying performing on stage, I was enjoying acting, and I saw myself as this huge ball of energy. And I felt that I could be that energy and light to people out there. And then I fell into an eating disorder where I viewed myself again negatively. But the difference is that I was actually really thin. I was at 42 kilos and I felt I was fat. I really saw myself in a very negative light. I was very unhappy about my body. And then I went through motherhood, and you know, things now have started to pick up and I feel a lot better about myself. So how I see myself, I think there are chapters and phases, there are ups and downs. And I think that that's normal. We just have to ride through them and have good people and good support to lift us up when we are down. So some things I'm really proud of definitely are my two kids. Seeing them, I'm really, really happy, and I am quite amazed really at how the human body can actually have kids. We are actually producing a life inside us and they come out so cute. I really wonder, how did I come up with two very cute kids? I don't know how I did. So I'm really very amazed with that. I'm also very proud of my business. Cheryl W has started 4 years ago, and I've seen myself grown through the business as well. And when I see customers giving us good feedback, telling us how happy they are, and I see my staff who has grown with us from day one until today, I'm really happy with their achievements. I think their achievements are my achievements. And this year on, I want to take Cheryl W to a different level, to be able to reach out to a wider audience and hopefully to help more people. I think these two are definitely my greatest achievements, I would say. If I may tell you, right, when I was younger, like in primary and secondary school and in JC, right, I was very anal about having a ritual. I was kind of OCD. I would have to go to the toilet first, and I have to do this, and I would have to open my drawer in a certain way. I have to wear my right sock first, then my left sock. I was really OCD about a daily ritual. I would have to say a certain prayer before I go to school, before I had my breakfast and things like that. I had really a plan, because I felt that if I don't do things a certain way, that day won't turn out so well. But somewhat rather, as I grew up, and especially when I went into entertainment, right, when things were so unpredictable and things every day was just so different, I couldn't have a fixed schedule and a fixed routine. That kind of threw me off a little bit, and also it kind of taught me that I don't have to be OCD about certain things. Then I went to the other extreme, whereby I don't have any daily rituals and routines, and I didn't plan anything. And honestly, that was kind of bad, because now in retrospect, I do feel that having sort of a skeleton ritual does give you freedom, because you know that, okay, at this point of time I have to do certain things, at this point I have to do certain things, and you have the freedom to, planning your day somehow gives you that freedom of time. So now my daily ritual is, firstly, my kids will just wake me up in the morning. 7 a.m. they'll be in my bed already. Then I usually have a juice. Either I will mix it up with a juice or a mango collagen, or a ginger champagne drink, so I mix it up. And then I get changed. I usually head out to work around 9:30 in the morning. What else do I do? Then kind of let the day flow, I plan my days every Friday. I plan the week ahead. So this is something I learned from the 7 Habits class, and I think this is really, really, really useful, okay? Every Friday, set a specific time, so maybe say 12 noon, to plan what's going to happen the week that's upcoming. And if things are going to change, usually I plan it on a Monday. So I'm very old school. I have a notebook. I don't know if I have it here. I can show you, right? I plan my calendar, handwritten, what's going to happen throughout the week. So that is so-called my rituals so far. So how do I rate my body confidence level? I think, as I've mentioned, in the different chapters of my life, I view my body confidence very differently. Just a couple of years back, when I had the eating disorder, I view my body confidence probably on a 0 or 1 on most days. And given that I was actually pretty thin then, and then when I was pregnant, I think there were times when I felt great about myself, and there are times that I felt just like a whale. Now at this point of time, 5 months postpartum, I think I rate myself on an average of 7 to 8 on a average scale. Because definitely there are days that I feel very flustered. I feel that I really don't have time to do anything. I don't have time for myself, which does throw me off track. But I think body confidence comes a lot from mental well-being. So I think that keeping yourself mentally sane and mentally happy, emotionally happy, I think that's very important, because when you're happy and when you're full inside, you naturally will feel good outside. So yeah, that's how I view myself. I feel fulfilled at this point of time. But if you ask me if I feel successful, I don't feel success yet. Because I feel that success is a journey, and my gold standard of success in a lot of ways is my mom. She's the benchmark of an entrepreneur. She's really hardworking and she starts from scratch and she's self-made. She's got, a beautiful family. So I think that success really is a journey. And I don't think that currently I'm really at that level of success right now. And I'm also at a stage whereby I'm learning a lot of things. The learning curve is very steep, whether is it being a mother, being a wife, being a business owner, and being a person myself. So yeah, if you ask me how do I rate my success, I would say I'm still on it. I'm still working towards it. But definitely, I see it as an upward trend. My goals for 2020 is definitely to be able to raise my kids in a happy and fun environment, but at the same time to inculcate and impart morals and values to them, because Mark is now at 21, 22 months. I believe he's starting to learn things and be aware and be conscious of things. So I want to teach him values, family values. I want to teach him to learn how to share with his sister, to be a kind and loving person. So I think that that's my goal. And for Emma, of course, she's just a baby. So just to let her have fun, to bring her up in an environment where, she's just being loved, and that I feel that the very real thing is sibling rivalry, because they probably don't understand about jealousy and things like that right now. I'm not sure if they do, but I hope that I'll be able to raise them in an environment whereby they feel that they're both being loved. That's my goal. Secondly, also, in terms of my couple life, because I've actually not taken a honeymoon with Roy yet. We've actually not exactly traveled alone, I think, because our honeymoon was being postponed because I was pregnant with Mark. So I hope that this year we'll make it happen. We were supposed to travel in March or April, but then the virus hit us. So it seems that we're postponing it again. So yes, I think we should make the honeymoon happen. What else is my goals? I think in terms of Cheryl W, I do hope that we'll be able to finally launch more products, to expand our online presence, so that we'll be able to serve more people and to a wider target audience. So there are so many things, going in my mind and happening in my mind for Cheryl W. So I hope to execute them well this year. And for my own personal life, I think I want to grow as a person. Now I finally have 2 kids. I'm now a mother. I feel that I want to work on myself to be a better person, so that I can be a better role model for them. Okay, I hope it's 90th or 100th, because I do hope to live like a really long life right now. Because if I live a very long life, then I can see like my grandkids and possibly my great-grandkids. So if I want to, if I'm at my 100th birthday, I hope I'll be surrounded by great-grandkids. I hope I'll be really healthy and strong, so that I can, be there for my family. And I want to be remembered as someone who puts her family first. And I can be someone who my family members can depend on, and just be there for them. I think that's the biggest gift I can give to them. If I could tell myself something in retrospect, right? It's something that I've been thinking of recently, which is work really, 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 really hard, like really work your butts off before you have kids. Because now that I have kids, I want to spend a lot of time with them. I want to see them growing up. I want to be the one who takes them to classes and grow up with them and journey with them. And having that, and now having a career that I want to grow and expand as well, it's like having too much things on the plate at one time, and it can be very overwhelming. So if I could, I would have worked really hard, establish a great working network, establish like my finances, my career, and everything, or at least have like 3/4 of it done, so that now having kids, that can be sort of running passively, and I can be spending 3/4 of my time with my kids and 1/4 of my time here at work. But at the same time, this is already stable and growing strong. Because for me, I think both career and kids are as important. My business is like my third baby, so it's difficult to manage both. So if I could, I would have worked really, 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 really hard and done all this, made all my drinks and my products and have that established and then have kids. But I guess that's life. It throws different balls at you at different times. So at this point of time, since I already had the kids and I'm sort of halfway through my career, right, I would just have to figure out how to juggle both and just hustle through.